Hi guys, Andy here. This time please pay attention because this is probably the most important and valuable piece of information you will ever receive. So this is the case study, what not to do when creating your blog network and what you must do for it to survive. All of you have bought some domains, set up some blogs, invested money, but at the end of the day you are paying us. So here's what we have for you. As you are aware, late last year, that was November, we bought exactly 100 domains just to start a little network. We put them up for free use. We got a little bit of free users signing up, contributing their blogs, posting content, not always a good content, usually crap. So, well, there we go. Finally happened. Some of you saw the dance in the Google and were wondering what the hell is happening. So nothing, it's just that your links were gone because since June 30th they were being slowly de-indexed. So around 70%, well actually exactly 70% of the sites that we purchased were hit. Why 70%? First of all, backlinks. Yeah, nuked the crap out of them. Boys, someone did a great job at that. I mean, come on, 500 to 4,000 forum profiles and blog comments per day. Guys, are you serious? I mean, who does that today? Come on people, be real. By the way, thank you for all the captures, I do really appreciate that. Anyway, so that triggered manual review. Someone did it. Thank you. And when the people open the site up, what they see, first of all, they see pretty crappy content. Well, not all of it, some of it of course, because only 70% of the sites got hit. And there you go, crappy content. What I mean by that, I mean we had on those sites we had great post about a fashion show in LA, followed by article builder unspun version of, I don't know, pick your topic, weight loss, finance, gardening, whatnot. I mean, it looks real on the at the first blink of the eye, it looks real, but the concept itself, I mean, the sites about everything and nothing without real value or theme or niche. I mean, this is basically a little bit better version of your ALN, BMR, and whatnot, just that it had an image, but the linking patterns and the content itself were very slightly varied because most of you guys did not pay attention to anything that I had to say to you, and you, well, I said most of you, I didn't say all of you, I said most of you did not pay attention to anything I said to you about anchor variation, URL variations, authority site links, internal linking, stuff like that. No one did that. So that was first, sites, crappy content, sites about everything, linking patterns. Then when you open up this blog, they don't have about us, they don't have the basic pages that every blog has, a little contact information, a little bit about us, a couple of emails you can send, privacy policy, site maps, social buttons on the sites, stuff like that. You know, like when you're setting up the blog for yourself, you usually put this stuff up. You put an author, a short author's bio. Hi guys, I'm a tech nerd. I'm 37 years old of today, and this is my blog. Enjoy your stay. This is author's bio. All of those sites that got hit had basically, you know, like admin posting. They didn't have anything written in there. And of course, very important thing. Now we got this answer. We were kind of wondering for a very long time. We were wondering about the internal linking. Is it important? Is Google considering it? Yes, very important. I would say extremely important. So if your site has no internal links whatsoever, it just lights up another kind of, you know, red light flashing. And then when you have enough of those red lights, then the site gets reviewed manually. And of course, those sites would never pass manual inspection when all those triggers before that happen. I mean, no internal links, backlinks, very weird profiles, you know, like links popping up 4,000 crappy links, then nothing, Then again, when next post appears, again 4,000 crappy links, then again nothing. I mean, come on. It is obvious to a blind man that this someone is manipulating ranks or something, doing something manually or whatnot. So there we go. Conclusion. And the question you are probably wondering about is, how is your Blogseries different? Now, most of you have noticed, I hope you have, that the public Blogseries.com runs on a very old, actually the original version that we released late last year, early this year. Well, if you log into your network, it looks completely different. So we had an old version. It didn't have all the funny perks and all the good stuff in it. Well, while I kept the 30% of the blog separated on my darthvader.blogseries.com, and it runs the same software as you do, and I kind of kept posts a little bit better to those 30% of the sites. I set up a couple of posts dripping to themed sites. I mean, the 30% of the sites, they were themed sites, specific niche. If it's technology blog, it is only technology blog. If it's a finance blog, it covers everything, but it covers only finance. If it's a news blog, it is a news blog on following topics: finance, business, technology, arts and entertainment. These are our news topics. They said it clearly. And 30% of those sites had internal linking, because your version of software silently, in a very small amount of the money site posts, puts up an internal link or two without you ever realizing it's been there. So there we go. All right. Conclusion and best practices. First, when you are setting up your blog, invest a little bit more time. I mean, you can, if you don't have time, outsource it somewhere. I mean, it's not that expensive. You can, even we do this for a very reasonable price, and you guys know we produce great stuff. So, when you create your blogs, make them themed. First of all, make them themed. Do not make sites about everything and nothing. Do not put articles about puppy training next to Yahoo Finance or NASDAQ or Facebook IPO shares dropping again kind of stuff. And the next article is again about your personal loans or how to put a fertilizer in your garden. I mean, forget about this. If you want to have stuff about everything, make a news blog and state it clearly that this is a news blog and we are covering following topics. Of course, the next thing is add all the important pages. Just spend extra 10 minutes and add about us. Just come up with a little bit more information. And when you are setting up your blogs, set up an email account. It takes you a very little time, but you can always do that. Add a couple of emails. And when you're creating your blogs, change authors' pages. Change authors' bios. Don't go all the blogs. Like posts are all posts are made by admin, or all of your sites are just domain.com and not www.domain.com variation. And of course, content, and once again, content. This is probably the most important part. How and what and where you link. And I will tell you again, please watch what you are posting. It is better not to post than post something, as you have seen from my experiment. Then once you have your blog set up, please forget about the all magic one push button X, this X, that themes. You can be a little bit more aggressive when you are building links back to your blogs, but do not blast the hell out of them, because in the end they will get indexed, de-indexed, and you will just lose them. You will lose the time, the money you invested in them. Then please take a look at the natural link evolution. I have made, I think, a pretty easy, readable and understandable post on our forum where you can read about my take on this. Do not start with the forum profiles. Forget about blog comment blast. That's all the past. What normal people does what a normal guy does when he creates a new post on the blog. Well, he shares it with the people. He writes, first of all, he writes about something that is interesting, and then he shares it. He posts it on his Facebook, or he does not post it, or he just goes and, hey, take a look at this blog, or puts it up. So he doesn't start with SENUC X12 campaign or X9 or what's the latest anti-panda thing they have they're running. Then please keep in mind, again, social signals. Guys, 2012 is all about good blog posts followed by social signals. You don't have to be aggressive, but they have to be there. Someone has to like your Facebook, your page on their Facebook. Someone has to tweet about them. Again, if you go to Fiverr and outsource 5,000, be real, 10 to 20% of your daily visits on the site. Then once again, less is more content-wise. Do not overflow your blogs with the crap. It is better not to post than actually to post. Internal linking. Thank God, from right now you will be able to specify exact keywords and not just the ones that we had put into our internal system that does that for you. We will give you a little bit more control over it. Then again, do not be greedy. Sharing is caring. If you are putting up your money site article, toss in a link or two to your authority site. Use as varied anchor and URL variations as possible. And of course, when you are posting your money site articles, make sure they are good. Make sure they are actually worth something reading. Then again, when we're getting back to the content curation, again and again, try use that as much as possible. Seriously, if you have 20 blogs, then putting up in your specific niche, then adding your own commentary on a post or two, it takes what? Well, it takes for me to make 10 posts per day. It takes me around 30 minutes. That's the time you need. You can even outsource that. You can outsource some generic headlines. And of course, the most important part, keep your network private. Keep it to yourself. Don't let people in there. Don't show it to any SEO crowd out there, because they will go and, just pardon my French, fuck you up. So that's all for today. Click here to exit. There we go. Oh, by the way, do not worry, we have removed all the content from the affected blogs, so you won't get penalties besides the usual drop in the ranks. And yes, of course, this is the Blogseries old version. This is the one you are having right now. Trust me, these are two completely different things. And my apologies, but we will need a little bit of time before I can rebuild my blogs, and this time even half of, oh well, not half, I would say about 80% of the posts that you were putting up will, if you continue going that route, they will be rejected. And think about what you are doing in a longer run. I think this is not a race. This is survival of the fittest, survival of the best. When you think about creating your blog, keep in mind that you are doing it for your own good. So spend a little bit more time, or spend a little bit more money if you don't have it, but make it look good, make it look real. So even if you trigger one of those triggers by accident or by intention, that when your site gets looked upon, they look and read like themed, real, nice looking blogs. They have Facebook buttons, they have Facebook likes, they have a little bit of social bookmarks flowing. And this is where we actually, again, this is again where we're going back to SYND and social signals. Very important today. Right, guys, my 15 minutes are almost up. I hope you enjoyed this little this little piece of information. Ponder upon it, and I would appreciate your intake and comments in the forum. So feel free. I'm always there. And well, the happy Fat Steve out. I finally got my answer. There we go. Have fun, guys.